Equalization for freediving. When I first started freediving, I was limited immediately by my inability to equalize the pressure in my ears. I could just about equalize to a depth of a few meters if I hauled myself down feet first. But if I tried to equalize head first, then nothing happened. This was incredibly frustrating, compounded by those around me who told me that I would never be able to equalize because there was something wrong with my ears. It took almost a year for me to learn how to equalize head first and for my body to adapt to being in water and upside down. I always tell students that if I can learn to do it, then anyone can. And I have never met anyone who cannot learn to equalize for freediving given enough time and perseverance. Here we will look at how to equalize, the common problems you might encounter, and how you can overcome them. What do we need to equalize when we freedive? The airspaces that need to be equalized when we freedive are our ears, sinuses, mask, and lungs. When we talk about equalizing our ears, we are actually referring to our middle ear, located behind your eardrum and connected to the back of your throat via the Eustachian tubes. Our sinuses, meanwhile, are small air cavities in our frontal skull, behind our eyes, nose, and cheekbones. We need to put air into our sinuses, ears, and mask in order to equalize the pressure within them as we descend, in order to prevent potentially serious injury. Equalizing our sinuses when we freedive. When your sinuses are free from blockage or congestion, they will equalize at the same time as your ears, so we don't need to think about doing anything specific to equalize them. If there is congestion, however, the air spaces in the sinuses can get blocked, preventing the passage of air. As you descend, the air spaces get smaller and smaller, and this can cause pain in your cheeks, eyes, and forehead, and occasionally in your teeth and jaw. If you do not equalize, eventually the capillaries in the sinuses burst, releasing blood into them, and thus equalizing the pressure. If this happens, you will have a nosebleed into your mask. My recommendation is always that if something hurts, it is the body telling you that something is not right, and you should turn around and come back to the surface. Prevention is always better than cure. Equalizing our mask when we freedive. If you wear a mask when freediving, then you will need to equalize the airspace within it. Freedivers use specialized masks with low internal volume, as the amount of air they have available to equalize the space in the mask is limited by the air they take down with them. The smaller the volume, the deeper and longer you can dive, as less of your precious air will be required to equalize your mask. If you fail to equalize your mask, then the capillaries in your eyes will burst due to the negative pressure. To equalize the mask, simply exhale a small amount of air from your nose into it. A common problem is that freedivers either forget to equalize their mask, or they exhale too much air and the excess escapes out of the mask. Every bit of air that you take down with you on a dive is precious, and you want to avoid losing any of it. Get your instructor or buddy to check that you are not losing air when you are equalizing. Equalizing our ears when we freedive. When we talk about equalizing the ears, we mean equalizing the middle ear. This is the area behind the eardrum that leads via the Eustachian tubes to the back of the throat. What you should aim to learn is the Frenzel maneuver, which uses the back of your tongue to create pressure in the back of your throat, equalizing your ears while keeping your epiglottis shut. This does not use your diaphragm and can be used to equalize at much deeper depths. There are many issues that people can have with equalization. Here are some of the most common. Failure to equalize frequently enough. Equalizing too late. Keeping your head raised. Equalizing only one ear. Do not strain. Unable to equalize. Cannot equalize head first. Equalizing your lungs when you freedive. Your lungs should equalize passively as you descend. This means that you do not have to think about equalizing them. However, when you approach the residual volume of your lungs at around 30 meters deep, you need to be slow and careful and ensure that you have a flexible diaphragm and rib cage to prevent lung barotrauma. This will be covered in a different article, but if your diaphragm cannot rise and your rib cage depress enough, then blood or other fluids can cross the barrier of the alveoli to equalize the pressure within them, causing a lung injury. In the end, every person is different in terms of their physical makeup. Some people can equalize with ease, not even needing to pinch their nose. Others may find equalizing a real struggle. Take it slowly and gently, and I can assure you that you will find a way that works for you.